Welcome back, Tavern Goers. It's Valentine's Day. We're close to it when this releases. We've been doing this for 5 years, so it's our anniversary. Fuck? I hope you got... Yeah.
That's too fucking long.
Yeah, hi. Normally we are a real play, role-play podcast, and we play various tabletop games, but today we're just going to celebrate the fact that we've been making a podcast for 5 years. We've made a little game show to play with you guys.
Drink on Dragon!
No.
That's later.
That's later. We'll play that one.
That's not what we're doing right now.
And apparently, we are all supposed to buy each other a wood gift, because it's the wood anniversary.
Oh, it's the wood.
Yeah, we got wood today, guys. For Valentine's Day, we got wood.
Why? I'm confused.
We already got a bunch of wood.
Catch me
not
up.
that long ago.
Catch me up.
Wood. Are you not aware of the anniversary gift thing?
Are you
every
not aware of how
anniversary it's supposed to
expensive
be
lumber is?
That's fair.
Every anniversary, it's like a different themed gift.
Can I get you something cheaper, like a diamond or eggs?
Eggs isn't cheaper.
Anyway, every year there's a different gift you're supposed to give, and they're based on, like, a material. The 5th year is wood.
Usually.
Baby, I'm giving you wood this year.
Not me.
No, not from Home Depot. That shit's expensive.
I mean, what year are you on with Liz? It cannot be only year 5.
Shh, shut up, bro.
Yeah, so this year, as I said, we all get to give each other wood, and our listeners wood, because it's our 5th anniversary.
Yay.
Oh, look at that.
We have been doing this for 5 years, playing D&D and Monster of the Week and whatever else we fill our time with. And to thank ourselves for that, we wanted to make an episode that would be easy to edit and put out so that we didn't make more work for ourselves, because that's my gift to me on anniversary day.
So he has more time to spend with his wood.
Yes. So before I get into what we're doing today, let's introduce ourselves.
Hi,
Sure.
gang. It's me. It's Ryan. And I'm here to play not a real tabletop game today, but I'm here to argue about tabletop games. So let's go.
Heck yeah. Screw it. Next, it's me, Jeff, and I'm here to, just bring the motherfucking ruckus. Bring the motherfucking ruckus.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hey, everybody. I'm Mitch. I'm the dad on the podcast. And I'm here to flex my second chin and the neck beard growing on it, because we're going to argue some nerd shit.
God.
Fantastic. And I am Jameson Oxford. Normally I'm the game master. Today I will be your master of ceremonies. If you notice, I'm avoiding terms that I used to say during every episode, because a certain company has pissed us off. They know what they did. Anyway.
You know what you did.
And we'll be releasing our new card game, Fuck Wizards.
No, it's just...
It's a fun name for a card game.
It's an exciting game with role-playing and dice about fucking wizards.
So today, rather than play our normal tabletop roleplay fare, we are playing a little game we made up called Game Master Debaters. We're going to take questions that we got from our Discord following and our fans, and also some that maybe we came up ourselves, and come up with debate and argue for or against certain points that are roleplay related. Some of it might be from our show, some of it might be general Dungeons and Dragons lore, because that's what most of our knowledge base is in.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
Yeah. But the kicker is, because we don't really care about really figuring anything out here today, we're going to roll randomly about which side we take for any debate. So, the first thing I need you three to do is roll a d20. For this round, I am the judge.
I got an 8.
I got a 9. Ha!
Get the fuck out of here! You're telling me we all rolled under 10?
So, who rolled highest? And what'd you get?
Ryan.
I got a 9.
With a 9.
Ryan, you get to defend the position of the question.
Oh, no. What is the question?
Who rolled lowest? We'll get to that.
Okay.
Jeff.
Heffrey.
Jeff, you must attack the position of the question.
I'll attack the question.
And Mitch, that means you rolled in between the two of them? Normally,
I get to question the question of the question.
Yes, Mitch will represent the audience for this debate. He will ask questions that gain a little more nuance or a little more insight into the mind of our debaters. And that's the pattern that we're going to be using for each question to determine who argues what. Are you guys ready for our first question?
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I'm against it.
Whoever wins this debate will have the honor of being the next judge.
And who is the presiding judge currently?
I am the presiding judge currently.
God damn it.
Yep. It all hinges on my razor-sharp understanding of rationale and logic. May the best debater win. Our first question, a serious topic on everyone's mind at any D&D table, at any roleplay table of any kind. One that needs an answer, and we're going to settle it forever today. And that question is this: avocados?
Yes.
Submitted by Ryan.
No.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
All right. Ryan,
I'm diametrically opposed.
members of the argument, please preside into peace. Ryan, make your opening statements about the question, avocado.
Plural, please. Do not editorialize the question.
Is it just avocado? I'm looking this up.
The question, as written by Ryan, who submitted our question today,
Yes.
is avocados plural.
My only argument is delicious.
Hmm.
I rest my case.
Hmm.
The defense rests.
All right, Jeff.
Ryan would stroll in here and have you believe that avocados, yes.
Avocados, yes.
Avocados, delicious, he said.
Yeah.
And I must counter that argument with the only rational thing here, which is my tabletop role-playing has no room for your thick green skin and your bruised inside, because it just takes a moment. It's all gross on the inside.
I object.
There's no objection.
This is not a court. This is not a court of law.
Counterpoint. Yummy.
It is not meant for the space.
But like, if we're
Hold on,
if we're-
audience. Do you want any
Apologies.
clarification on the points made today?
I do not require clarification of the points. However, I do have an additional query.
yes.
The flesh of the avocado is highly nutritious and considered by many to be delicious in a variety of methods of consumption. However, the skin, the seed or pit, and the flesh directly surrounding the seed have been known to contain arsenic. Taking this in mind, how do you respond to the prevalence of avocado toast in the early 1950s?
My answer is simple. Dual purpose. Delicious. But also deadly. You can have yourself a nice treat and also demolish your enemies in one fell swoop. I rest.
Closing argument, Jeff.
My opponent would have you believe that he just answered a question, and that at any point he's answered a question. And I'll tell you he hasn't. I will tell you that he has not answered a question a single time, and I will explain. I've got the receipts. Because you see, contained within that spewing of facts, was a question. And the question was, how does that pertain to the prevalence of avocado toast in the 1950s? And I will go there. I'll get deep. You see, the use of avocado, the fad of avocado toast in the 50s.
Sir, you do have a limited amount of time. You will need to get your point.
Absolutely. The fad of avocado toast in the 50s has much to do with the fact that in the 50s they did not know it could kill you as much as they know now. So, when you say avocados, yes, when you want your avocado toast, I'm saying you're rolling the dice from the very beginning. And if you want to roll those dice at my table, I'm going to give you the big N-O, no, buddy. No to avocados.
So we've got avocado yes, and avocado no.
Avocado, no. Thank you, esteemed audience. Thank you, master debaters. It's artfully done. I will take now into consideration your thoughts. On the one hand, avocados. Delicious. Maybe deadly. Maybe that's a good thing. On the other hand, not ideal for a tabletop situation. I understand what he said. They're greasy. they get on all the character sheets. We are a tabletop simulator. We are a tabletop purveyor. We must take that into account. And I have come to a decision. Well, I would. But the judge's decision at any tabletop space must also be subject to the vagaries of the dice. And so I must state what I know to be true, and that is that avocados are delicious and good. And if my character sheet has a greasy green stain on it, so be it. That's the badge I wear for loving avocados. I'm sorry, Jeff. You don't win this one.
Baby. Thank you.
Miscarriage.
Miscarriage of justice. Ryan, as winner,
yes.
You will pick a question from one of our lovely submissions from our studio audience, and we will all roll to decide who is going to be our next master debater.
Perfect. Okay.
Chimes, music, find a stinger. We need it.
All right. As your next judge, the question that I ask of you for our good friend Dwarf, aka Selfie Forever, on the Discord and the Instagram.
Friend of the show and guest
yes,
participant.
Please go check out their things, Selfie Forever. Their question is, can you slap the dire modifier on everything and anything?
I got a 9. Damn.
Wow.
It's going to be so fun to edit around his dice rolls from now on.
Oh, man.
Just going to amplify them. I'm going to just have it set up a macro that just diminishes his
Jeff,
sound.
what do you have? What do you have,
roll,
Jeff?
Jeffrey?
No, what do you have?
What do you have?
No, you.
If
No, you.
anybody got lower than me, I'll be fucking shocked.
I got
Because
Order.
once again,
Order.
I got
Order
a
in the
10.
court. Damn it. Mitchell, what did you
Nat.
get?
Thank
I
you,
got a
Ryan.
10.
Please do your job.
We've got a 9. We've got a 10.
Jeffrey? A nat 1 again? Twice in a row?
Jeff, you're being really obstinate today, man. Like, come on.
All right.
just against everything.
Jeff is our naysayer today.
All right. So we have Mitchell Travis as our defender today. He is defending the stance of whether or not you can, in fact, slap the dire modifier on everything and anything. And our audience today will be my good man, Jameson Oxford.
I'm so excited to be here. I have so many questions.
And our attacker today, the man who will argue against this, Jeffrey Lisk.
I am in opposition of this.
Monsieur Travis, please hit me with it.
I think the answer is absolutely yes. Yes, we can. Yes, we should. Yes, we will.
Oh, God.
The reason you can is because of course you can. When you make an animal dire, you don't make it great. You make it great again. When a low-level party fights animals, it's great. It's a great encounter. But as they level up, the animals get weak, sad animals, bad animals, no fun, party too strong, blam blam, we're done. That's it. No fun, not great. But then, you put dire on it, and all of a sudden, whammo, it's great again. CR is high, party is challenged, combat is good. Rogue gets too good at picking locks, bam, dire lock, great again. and that is why, despite what my bad opponent will tell you, you should put dire on everything. I am a dire proponent of this, because dire makes everything great again.
Holy fuck.
Wow. Okay.
Why are you so good at that? That's terrifying. Did you just learn that about yourself?
Okay,
Yes.
let's move on.
Holy
Mr.
shit.
Lisk.
All right.
Do you have
Order on the floor.
a rebuttal?
I believe I do.
Oh,
Thank you.
great.
Now, I may be just a simple man, but I can tell you with 100% certainty that I am well aware that there are just a few things that are dire. You cannot just add some prefix to things and all of a sudden it becomes something different. You cannot make a situation dire by simply calling it such. There are dire wolves. If you're lucky, there are dire rats. And you can be in dire straits, but you can't have yourself a dire bear, a dire lock, a dire door. This is ludicrous. The phraseology is first and foremost meant, of course, for that of living, breathing creatures, so you cannot slap it on anything for that alone, but I don't even think that you should be able to slap it on all creatures. And by I do not think, I mean it is record. You can check the books, you can check the texts. You will find in time that there are not many creatures or objects with the title of dire, because dire's a title reserved for a very particular situation. So if you would like for dire to matter, then don't put dire on everything.
Okay. We have a query from the audience.
Yeah, so I really liked the idea that you could make like a dire lock. And I did want to kind of dive into like the nuance of the question where it said,
the intricacies,
can you make
yes.
anything dire? You know, dire bears, we've heard of them. Dire wolves, we've heard of them. Dire rats, we've heard of them. But like, if you were gonna make something dire, what else would you make dire, Mitch?
That is a good question. That question is so good. It is so fantastic. I would say that is a dire question. And there it is. There we have it. You can make anything dire. That question is dire. My statement is dire.
I don't get it.
My opposition is not dire. My opposition is weak.
I don't think you're as clever as you think you are.
I get it. As the judge, I get it. And so the audience can go ahead and quiet themselves because I understood it.
My opposition would have you believe that the dire bear is not an animal, but it is. I looked it up. I looked it up because I'm so smart, and I checked, and I looked it up in the Pathfinder book because fuck the other one. Because the other one is bad, it's dirty and phooey, and I verified there is a dire bear.
Okay.
But my opponent would believe,
Defense.
my opponent would have you believe that the tabletop only has what's written in the rules, and that is a dire mistake.
Okay.
So dire, so mistake.
Order. Okay.
I win. The end.
Our audience,
Thank you.
Another member of the audience has another query, please.
If dire is so great, why did they leave it like completely out of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons? If you look up dire animals, there's only dire wolf. Everything else is a giant animal, and that gets the same job done.
I would like to answer this question.
You may.
In response to your question, good sir, it is because dire has such weight. It is because dire means something in just the right situations. And again, you can throw the word dire on your straits and on your situation and on your wolves, but you cannot throw the word dire on your questions. It does not make them better. You cannot throw the word dire on your argument. It does not make it better. It makes it worse by definition. So you see that when your dire is overused and overexpressed, it means very little. And if you will compare the stat blocks of the dire wolf to the giant bear, you may find there are slight differences. And those differences are all equated to the fact that dire is special for certain situations. And if you were to use it too much, like anything, it begins to lose its significance. It's a simple equation. Supply and demand. You have too much, it's worth too little.
All right.
Your Honor, the audience, I, out of character, would like to request a chance to speak. But instead, I'm just gonna talk, because that's what I do, because I'm good, and I'm great, and I am
Sir, I
so
will
smart.
hold you in contempt.
I am so smart. You can't do that. Unfortunately, we know.
Bailiff?
There is.
Wait, this is
Quite
not,
this man.
There is
I'm not a
dire.
bailiff. I'm just dressed like one.
The attendants here spoke about a giant bear, and my opposition, he said, like he's so smart, he said there is no dire bear. But I looked and I checked, and on D20 PSFRD, there is a dire bear, and there is, in fact, a giant advanced dire bear. Dire is so good, you can use on anything, even the giant bear. The end. That's it. No more to say. Dire is good. Dire makes animals and things great again.
I'm so mad.
So great. So
Okay.
Jeff, cut
For
him
my
off.
So smart.
For my closing argument.
I was going to argue that you both closed already, but go
So
for
smart.
For my closing argument, I have but just a sentence. In my opponent's expressions of his points, you may have, as I have felt, the feeling that you no longer know what he's saying.
I think we can all agree.
And
my
the
opposition
reason
is just
for
making,
this
making
is
things up.
because he
You
has
can't-
overused
My
You
lord.
can't put
this term
clothes on an
that
argument.
should be
Arguments can't
should
wear
be
clothes.
reserved
He does not
so
know what he's
highly.
saying.
If the audience would please put on their gas mask at this time, we will be turning on the gas system,
You
which
can't
does
put
quiet.
clothes on an audience. You can't put clothes on a conversation. We talking about dire.
All
You
right,
can't
push the gas
close
button.
your argument.
Okay. Thank you for turning on the gas. Thank you very much.
So
Okay.
great. So good.
More gas, please. More gas. Okay, there it is. There.
So smart.
Okay.
I believe I'll just take a nice
Okay.
nap.
Quiet down.
So Judge,
time.
what's the answer?
The answer, as I have rolled it plainly in front of me, is a 10. So you can do whatever it is you wish at your table.
No. A 10 means you actually have to decide. I like that.
And that, as the
It's his
judge,
decision.
is what I have decided.
Fair enough.
That is his
You
decision.
want Your table.
If you want a dire bear, or a dire wolf, or even a dire lock, you may have one at your DM's discretion.
I'm
At your
totally rolling that.
GM's discretion.
I'm
Does
rolling
that-
that the next time I have a rogue. Sorry, bud. That's a dire lock.
Oh,
All right,
So
6.
dire.
Well, it seems that our esteemed judge during the last question kicked the result of that question back to the people, and I was currently representing the people, so I guess I'll pick our next question. Once again, Jameson Oxford representing the judge, the fair rationale and mediator of this adventure. And the question this time, can you awaken a burger? Those not familiar with the concept of awaken, it is a druid spell that gives something sentience. And, seeing as we're trying to remain very vaguely roleplay tabletop agnostic, you can apply some version of awaken across multiple games, opening you up for more arguments. Who will be defending the position? You can awaken a burger.
I have rolled a 6.
this time I'm not the lowest.
Nobody's rolled higher than 10, have we?
2!
God damn.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I get to be the proponent this
Maybe.
time with my roll.
So
of-
everyone except Jay has
7.
done every roll.
7. We're still rolling under 10. Okay.
Everyone
Does
except
not
Jay has
bode
done
well
every
for
roll.
the episode that we are going to do after
All
this.
right. Jeff, as the defendant, our audience will be Ryan,
Yo, boy.
and attacking the preposition will be Mitch. Defense. Tell me that I can awaken a burger. How would I go about that? Can I do it?
So after some laborious research and a little bit of know-how, let me tell you exactly how this defense has put before it its argument. Its argument today, the defense of being able to awaken a burger, is onefold and simple. You see, it says you can awaken a beast. Is a burger not just part of a beast? Is a burger not beastly enough? It is still living matter. And the spell does not require it to be alive. So to that I say, well, why not? Why not wake it up? Tell me how it doesn't apply. Wake it up, make it smart, have that burger talk. That hamburger could talk to Jesus for all you know. And what are you missing out on by not awakening the burger? By not allowing such creativity. To hinder your tables in such a way is to limit your opportunity to enjoy the game. So if you wish to put limits upon yourself by not doing something that this spell clearly doesn't say it won't do, then by all means, play a limited game.
Wow, inspiring. It hits me at my core. Defense.
Your Honor, the proponent has made a great deal of statement, has posted a glorious, memorable, and valorous conduct in the defense of his statement, but I must invoke the oldest possible systems of debate and argument, a system that I believe you will find infallible and indisputable. Your Honor, may I, for clarity, have the question once more?
Can you awaken a burger?
Nuh-uh.
Wow. Amazing. Audience, I need some help. Can you help shine some light on their thought processes?
Yes. As a frequent enjoyer of burgers, it has been my experience that frequently I have, when having a burger, and it is in fact a bit of a sleepy burger, kind of a boring burger, you know, your average everyday run-of-the-mill burger, I have noticed that if you add, let's say, avocados to said burger,
which we have decided
it
are
may,
correct.
in fact, in a dire situation such as this, awaken said burger. Thoughts?
I would like to say that I believe that you can awaken a burger in several senses. You can definitely awaken your senses as far as the burger is concerned. Awaken its taste and flavor. But when we're talking about the spell, baby boy, let me tell you, you can awaken that burger any way you want. You can make that burger your new animal companion. Now, the awaken spell even says it can move what wouldn't be limbs like limbs. So now, that burger can go ahead and flap its top all at once because it's awakened, baby. Well, welcome to a new world of awakened burgers, where not only is it a delicious treat, but now it does reconnaissance for you. Where are you at? The tavern? Guess what blends in? A burger. Awakened burger here to the rescue once again. Where are you at? A picnic? Guess what can help you? A burger. Awakened. Where are we at? The front lines? What do they want? A burger. And all of a sudden the burger stabs them in the neck.
It doesn't
Burger
have
spy.
to. It's been poisoned with avocado.
Could be deadly.
That burger is absolutely poisoned if it's a dire burger.
That is fair. That's fair. And good. Well,
Yeah.
the burger might not be good, but the avocado
yeah.
is fine.
That's right. Awakened burger spy.
Defense, do you have
Awakened burger
anything to
assassin.
say on the question?
Yes, of course. I am a long time and well-experienced arbiter of gaming environments, gaming situations, and real-life situations. I'm a father. I run a LARP game. I have been game master for a variety of tabletop, dice-based, and role-playing scenarios. And I think that the real thing that we need to focus down on is, despite what the opposition may think, despite what the rules themselves may say, I, as an arbiter of gaming experiences, am solely responsible for those at my table and the enjoyment of their experience. And to that I say, nuh-uh.
Once again, it's tough. It's a tough argument. Has everyone done their closing arguments? Does anyone have anything else to say? Because I'm ready to make my choice. I'm honestly not going to listen to your closing argument.
Fair enough.
But we will let everyone hear it, but I just want you to know it probably will have no bearing on what I choose.
I will close with, don't limit your games by not awakening that burger. Awaken Burger 2024. Thank you.
I would like to make my closing statement. Your mom awakened a burger.
Fuck.
My mother's insane. Bailiff.
Man, I love that song. That great new band. Oh, sorry. What were you... Okay, yeah, no. I had my decision. Can you awaken a burger? We probably should be asking, should you awaken a burger? And the answer is probably no. Why would you do that? You're just going to traumatize both the burger and the eater of the burger. Maybe. There are some freaks out there. We don't judge. We don't yuck anyone's yums here on Torchlit Tavern.
We're not here to yuck yums.
But can you awaken a burger?
But we're here for some yummy yucks.
I believe that Jeff's argument is incredibly solid. You can. It is possible. Not only is it possible for general burgers, but the only thing we have to do is any burger. A burger. And they make Beyond Meat. They make plant plant-based meat, which is most definitely alive, and thus can be targeted like awakening a plant. You can awaken a burger. Jeff, you win.
Nuh-uh.
Thank
God damn it, it's so good! I changed my answer. No, you can awaken a burger. Jeff, you're the judge.
Thank you.
Your mom's a judge.
Whoa, calm down, step down,
Please relax.
step down.
As I am now the judge,
Don't make
I
us
will
hit the
hold you in
gas again.
contempt. You are now in contempt of court.
This is not a courtroom.
So dire.
Once again, debate
That
studio
burger
audience.
is so dire. Such a dire burger.
Hit
All
him
right.
with the
Good
gas
avocado.
a lot.
Hit him with the
gas.
gas.
Lots
More
of gas.
Dire avocado.
Gas that man.
All right, I'm rolling dice. You figure out your
All right.
question.
Yes. I have my question figured out.
God damn it.
Da, 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 da,
I
da.
have to roll higher than a 10.
What?
I only roll higher than 10 when I'm deciding the answer, so if you're defending, you're in good.
All right. As I'm presiding over you, as the judge in this, the question that I must posit to you, which our esteemed Mitchell Travis will be arguing for, and of course our enraged Jameson Oxford
I'm gonna
will
tear
be
you apart limb
arguing
from limb. I don't
against.
care what the fuck you want to have happen. I'm gonna tear it apart. Fuck
Maybe
it.
it's not Jameson Oxford. Maybe it's Weasel Vent.
So, I was going to say, sounds like Weasel.
Our question
I'm a negative
posited
Nancy.
to you today is milestone or XP, for or against?
In favor of milestone over XP.
Yes. This question was, of course, submitted by our friend of the show, Zelfie Forever, and you can find her stuff all over the place under that name.
Dwarf.
Thanks, Zelfie. You may begin your arguments.
I would like to state that I am a generous and loving soul, and if the opposition would like to take point, I will allow them to do so.
No.
Mr. Opposition, would you care to initiate this discussion?
No, absolutely not. I need to hear what you're going to say first.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a milestone. Nobody achieved an experience point. Nobody ticked an arbitrary level up checkmark on their character sheet. We all experienced that, but it was a milestone in the story of our lives. When you are born, it is a milestone. When you grow of age, it is another year, another dollar, another sweat, another tear. But it is a milestone that makes your life. You learn things, and there are milestones in the story of your extravagant being. Everything that technologically achieved across history is a milestone in the development of man, orc, and elven kind. Experiences are things that they had. They are things that help you grow. But the thing that happens, the accomplishments itself, what finally drives you to that greater being, is a milestone.
Fine argument. Opposition?
Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, my name is Weasel Venti. You may know me from the show Wacko Mundo, every other Wednesday on twitch.tv/Torchlit Tavern. My esteemed colleague believes that milestones are a part of life, but we're not talking about life. We're talking about a game run by your idiot friends. And in a game, there are rules. And those rules are to stop your idiot friends from doing idiot things. Do you trust the person running your table to just roughshod over the rules and just say when you level up? The game was built to balance out how fast you progress. It was carefully done. I'm sure someone in a deep, dark office who hasn't seen the sunlight in years and hasn't seen a raise in longer worked really hard on that. Like, really hard. I can't imagine that the leveling up system of any system was just shot out by a chimpanzee drunk on a bender one day, even though it sometimes feels like it, because who the fuck brought up the encounter system for the last one? Anyway, there are still rules. We follow them so that we're all on an even keel. Without that even keel, it's chaos. And people like me win. And nobody wants Weasel Venti to win. Chaos is good for me. As soon as we agree on XP, I'll figure out a way to break that too.
Fine statements indeed. Now I'd like to open the field to our audience. Audience, do you have questions?
The audience would ask that you please restate the question once again.
The question is, the proponent is for milestone over XP, as far as EXP, as far as gaining levels. Of course, known in standard versions of TTRPGs, milestone is where the GM decides when you should level, and the EXP is based upon a experience
Carefully
value
documented math. Yep, he said it.
experience value gained through calculated encounters.
The audience doesn't really have much of a query. As a not numbers man myself, I will have to throw my support behind the person that believes in milestone.
How on earth are you supposed to level up faster than your friends with milestone? This is ridiculous. If there's not some way to take advantage of the experience system, then what are we even doing here?
I don't
A
know.
valid argument.
As the proponent of the milestone system, favoring it above, specifically and exclusively in this argument, the experience accumulation system, I would have to say that what is the experience accumulation system? That is nothing more than an oversimplification of a milestone system. For what do you obtain experience, after all? For accomplishing milestones. When is experience doled out? When you have succeeded in a milestone. And in that respect, the experience system is just a watered-down accumulation form, reducing down the DM and the player's hard work and decision-making skills, reducing down everything contributed at the table into nothing more than petty numbers. And we already let dice make arbitrary decisions about the success and failure of our hard-earned efforts. Are we to allow simple arbitrary mathematics, devised as incohesively as humanly possible based on my experiences as a DM?
So incohesively.
So incohesive. I think that
That man needed a raise. He was overworked. You know, you can't really judge him.
I don't believe it was his fault, but the system is trash. Anyway, and for that reason, I think it is safe that we can all agree that the milestone system is most true to life, most true to effort, and most rewarding in the mind's experiences and developments of the players at the table and the game administrators, moderators, and designers. A story does not have experience points. It has milestones. And I rest my defense on that.
It's respectable. It really is. But I can't help but state again, experience, it's based on the mechanics of the game. When you play the game, it is built in, and it demonstrates that your characters that you put your work into did a good job. They won. The dice were on your side. Your character sheet was on your side. Everything came up tits for you. Milestone means that you brought the DM his favorite cake today. There's no achievement, it's just bribery. Was your DM happy today? Well, then you leveled up. It's great, it's fine, but is it really gonna give you that feeling of satisfaction, of achievement? I don't think so. I rest my case.
If I may make a suppositional additional statement, one that I think that we can agree on is that experience is a representation in the favor of the game, and milestone is in favor of the players. And as we all know, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Hot damn. Hot damn. Hot damn.
This is very good. As a character, though, I really must say I'm all about what's good for me. Fuck Jay, he just plays me on TV. I don't give a shit what he wants or who gives him chocolate. Fuck that.
Have you seen how my dungeon master hands out loot? You think I want him responsible for more math?
Oh, well, that's fair. That's quite fair. Hey, are you busy? You want to go get a drink?
Yeah, you should see my DM. Anyways,
I'm going to show you an itchy butthole. Let's go. Fuck that. Whatever you decide.
Well, after hearing your arguments, and your arguments have come through quite well and concise, I believe that in my decision, I must cite the fact that in many TTRPG, it is not just arbitrary experience points. These experience points are gained through achieving the goals of your class, of your station. And in this, they allow you to pursue your goals better than in search of further advancement. This is how the game has worked since the old editions. Many games have worked. So after rolling my dice, I must decide that it is XP, experience based.
Holy shit, I didn't think I had this.
That is a superior system.
Yes! Weasel does laps. Throwing his hands in the air.
That judge does not shop at GameStop. He does not believe in power to the players.
I think it is clear to see in this
Weasel
argument,
flosses.
and based on the statements of Mr. Vente himself, the judge has obviously been bribed.
Sir. Sir, I'll have you know that I have not been bribed yet, and you should have bribed me if you wanted to win. And also, I will make it clear that if you want power to the players, then you should definitely do experience-based. Closed.
This is fun. All right, so...
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Drink or Dragon, the exciting game show where it's up to you to decide, is this a drink, or is this a dragon? Now everyone is clear on the rules. I'm going to list the name of an item, and when I do, you will buzz in, and the first person to buzz in will be called for the grand prize. Then we will go around to each and every other person, and they have an opportunity as well. Or something. Are we ready, lady and gentlemen?
Wait. What are we guessing?
Yeah, what are the rules?
I will name an item, and you will guess whether it is a drink or a dragon. The drink can be any drink or cocktail name that I source on the internet, and the dragon is a lovely, voluptuous personal entertainment device sourced by the website that makes these things with a dragon in its name.
We do not advertise for that.
If you know, you know.
But we will.
But we will.
We'll advertise for anybody.
BadDragon.com. Unofficially sponsored by BadDragon.com.
Is everybody ready for round one?
We're ready.
Let's
The
go.
first item tonight. The Clover Club.
Breezan, that's a drink.
And Katie said she wasn't an alcoholic. Cue laugh track. All right, Katie, tell them what Katie won, Katie.
Well, I've won the biggest Bad Dragon dildo that I could possibly fit inside of my butt.
Wow.
That is a lot of options, ladies and gentlemen. They get large. Is everyone ready for round two?
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
For this round, the item you will be guessing is a spit.
It's dragon. It's a dragon dick. It's a dick. It's a dick of a dragon.
And the item is the Spitfire. Yeah, he didn't wait his turn. Fuck Jay. Also
Hey!
fuck Jay.
Hey!
And Ryan, what is your guess?
Mitchell, I do believe that is a, dragon.
And that is, ladies and gentlemen, 2 for 2. The Spitfire is a dragon.
Yeah.
Ryan, you've won a cocktail.
Yeah!
Some might say that this evening both of them won a cocktail. Thank you everyone for joining us on this episode, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Drinks or Dragons.
Welcome back, Tavern Goers. It has been an exciting game of master debaters. I am your judge once again, back in the hot seat.
Jay's such a judgy bitch.
I am, and I love being a judgy bitch. So, I've got one for two of you. Let's decide who's doing what, shall we?
Oh, not 20.
Oh, 3. If Jeff, I was gonna say, if Jeff rolls under me again, I'm gonna be sad.
So, Mitch,
Ooh, my boy's got ribs.
does a cleric have to be religious? Of course they do, right?
Who asked that question?
This question was submitted by Avon.
Patreon
Who
supporter
is
and
our lovely art goblin.
great person.
Just wonderful. Also a therapist on our show, canonically.
Yes, you may know her as Avon Birchburn.
She's the rapist.
So, Mitch,
Why me?
clerics have to be religious. This is the argument you bring before us today.
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a
Oh, I
20.
The fuck I do.
Ryan.
Like, I would like to already disagree with the judge, because he's, like, off-hook wrong, and it is high-key bothering me.
Ryan. Clerics have to be
Yes.
religious. That's what you're telling us today.
I suppose that I am arguing for this one.
You are the proponent. And
that
at
is
that
what-
20, you are proponent.
That is what the dice say, and what as the dice saith.
Well, we're worried about what it is the dice saith. Yes,
Okay.
that is a roll. I rolled high, so I do agree with the dice.
Okay.
You do have to, in fact, be religious to be a cleric in these games.
What is that? Is that the whole argument?
I believe as a, if you want the title of cleric, you have to be actually religious to gain it. Therefore, yes, I suppose you could just call yourself a cleric out of the blue, out of nowhere, and claim to be one, but therefore you would be a liar. And there are no lies in this court.
He is right. Defense.
Like, oh my god, he is totally whack. Alright, fam? My homegirl, Rebethany, she's a cleric at I can't say what company.llddd, and she gets paid like nothing, and she is an agnostic. She doesn't believe in religion, so no, you do not have to be religious to be a cleric. She does bookkeeping, and she uses Excel on the computer, okay? She uses Microsoft Excel all day, and she's a cleric. It says so on her badge. She has access to both break rooms, right?
I do believe that
I
her
rest
badge-
my case.
the badge says clerk, not cleric.
No, it says cleric.
Okay.
It is defined on her job app as a clerical and administrative position. They just spelled it wrong on her badge. It's supposed to say cleric.
It is in fact clerk. Okay.
It says clerical.
This is an arguing about semantics over time. Sustained, I suppose. Audience, do you have any questions?
Yes, I do. You see, my question, sir, it's very simple. You see, there are other positions in these tabletop role playing games that would state there's some version of religion with them, such as the druid, but you don't technically have to be religious to be a druid, or the paladin, the commonly known fighter for God, but you don't have to technically be a fighter for God. And so how does this factor into your arguments, as it is proven that there are other sort of religious-based classes that allow you to not be technically religious?
Well, you see, in your example of the paladin, there is something known as the anti-paladin, whereas there is no such thing as an anti-cleric. If you are an anti-cleric, you are just not a cleric.
Like, oh my god, slayed yourself there, friend. There's an anti-paladin, because you have to be all religious-like to be a paladin, so if you're not, that makes you an anti-paladin. Otherwise, everything would be an anti-paladin. You wouldn't have rogue. You wouldn't have druid. It would just be paladin, anti-paladin. But there isn't an anti-cleric, so that means that a cleric can be both. Also, just FYI on the DL, I just wrote a character that's a cleric, and I don't believe in that shit. So boom, you don't have to be religious to be a cleric. Eat those shorts, bitch, and tip good on the way out.
Bethany wins.
I always tip, thank you.
Audience, do you have any further questions? But I'm giving it to Bethany.
It's good on the way out.
No, her friend's name is Rebethany.
Yeah, Rebethany was my friend.
Sorry, what's your name, miss?
My name is Super Unique.
Super Unique. Super Unique
Yes.
wins. I don't have the courage to tell her otherwise. Audience, do you have anything left that you'd like clarified?
I don't think that I also want to have to eat those shorts and tip good on the way out. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have the money to tip well today. That's why I'm not eating out today, but here we are.
Got him.
I brought lunch from home.
Yeah. Well, super unique. I'm calling it. You win. My closing statement is this: that no cleric does not need to be religious, but they better not tell the church. So ordered. Clerics do not need to be religious.
Okay.
Done. All right. There you go. Super unique. You won one. You're the judge. Pick a question. What'd you roll, Jay?
16.
I got a 7.
Hey, guess who's audience again?
All right.
I got a 10.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our next round of Game Masturbator. I am the presiding honor, and we have as our proponent for the topic, Jay, right? As our proponent for the topic, Jameson Oxford. Our audience today is Jeheferi Lahis.
Finger guns.
And our opponent to this topic is Riane Santos.
Yeah. Happy to be here, Your Honor.
And the topic that you will be, proponents and opponents, to discuss against is Transformers are mimics.
I'm so excited to take on. Excuse me! No! I was in line next! I was the arguer! Get out of the way! My name is Robert!
Somebody, please bring that man a step stool.
Thank you! As I stated, I am so happy here to tell you all about mimics! Because my name is Robert, and I know mimics.
But do you know Transformers?
What? What now? Hold on. I'm consulting with my team.
The question...
It's a transformer. It's like a robot
yes.
that turns into like a cart. Other thing.
What?
It's complex.
It says right here. It says right here. A transformer is an electrical component that converts wattage and voltage to what is desired on the other end of a circuit.
No,
If
that's
it
not
converts
what
it, it's
they're
a
talking
mimic.
about.
If it converts it is a mimic. My name is Robert, and I say this.
Fine.
Transformers, these strange warforged machines that can change into anything they wish. That is a mimic. Can change into a thing, and it is dangerous. That is a mimic. I've lost the voice of Robert, because for some reason being calm and doing an argument doesn't really work with him.
Robert. Come on, put it on.
Robert, Transformers are mimics. They can change into anything they wish, and they are dangerous. What more do you need to be a mimic? Can they eat someone? I bet they can. I have not seen it, but I've heard about it.
I don't do that.
My deception is higher than your shut up. And because there's no judge, I have won. He's walked away.
I object, okay?
No one announces you. There's only my argument. I win.
I object.
Rules.
Your Honor, I know you are away from your chair at the moment, but I must argue. I don't know what a mimic is.
You argue with me? You impugn my honor? I challenge you to a duel, sir.
I don't know what a mimic is.
How dare you?
Get
Listen
outta
to me.
here. I know about Transformers. Transformers, you see, they got the Autobots, and then they got the Deceptibots, you know? Decepticons. There you go. There it is.
I don't think he knows what a mimic is either.
So
But a mimic?
like
I don't know what a
mimic
mimic is. What's
a mimic is like it looks like a treasure chest, but it's not really a treasure chest.
It looks like a treasure chest.
But it
A
tries
treasure
to eat
chest,
you.
you say. Mimics
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like Did you hear that? Mimics look like treasure chests.
I don't know
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen Nine? She has quite a good chest.
Have you seen
Robot, mimic. Yes, all same.
To be fair, I don't really know if
stop looking at my chest.
No.
Your
I
Honor,
don't know if it's only treasure chests. I don't.
they said it clear as day. Mimics look like chests. And I've never seen a single Transformer that looked like a chest. What
There
say
was
you?
one that looked like a cassette tape. and that
Audience,
was
what
weird.
say you about mimics and Transformers and chests?
Proponent, please stand. Opponent, please stand. Audience, would you like
I am
to
standing.
interject
How dare you?
a further question? I am sorry, sir. You're quite short.
I am an average height for a halfling.
Audience, your query, if one presides.
Muted.
Oh,
Please turn
okay.
on the audience's microphone.
Audience, please turn on your
Sorry.
microphone.
Boom, boom.
Sorry.
Over here.
Thank you. Is this thing on?
It's on.
Yes, I've got quite a query.
No, absolutely not.
quandary.
Fuck that man. Shoot him. Get him out of here. He's not allowed near me. I have a restraining order.
Opposition, please silence.
I was not saying anything.
Yes, that's just my dear friend Weasel. He loves me. We did a great act once upon a time. Anyway,
It was good.
so, a heck of a query, one hell of a quandary, one might even say. In my experience, though limited it may be, I've noticed that a transformer could technically be anything, including a chest. I saw one time it was a cassette tape. One time it was a car. The leader of the Decepticons, I think. Decepticons? Who knows? He was a gun. Big gun for some reason. But yeah, so why could they not be a chest?
Proponent, please make your return remarks, if you have any.
He is right. He said it. They can be mimics. They can be anything. It is. This person argues with me. I will settle this with blood.
Hey, yo! No blood needs to be shed here.
No.
This is a court.
We have a disagreement.
This
the
is a
king
court.
says that I can challenge you to a duel to the death at sundown. I will.
Bailiff, this is a court.
Yeah, I will.
You okay
fight.
with this?
I will
He's
fight you
threatening
tomorrow.
my life.
Yeah, not here, but tomorrow at sundown you will die.
I am waiting to see if things get interesting.
What kind of kangaroo court do we got over here?
This is not courtroom.
Listen, I don't know if I'm really a fan of the terminology kangaroo court. It's just there's too much parallel there. People look at me, they're gonna think, just if we could not.
Bashqua.
Fuck you. I don't have to deal with this.
Order in the court.
I'm
Order
leaving.
in the courts.
I'm gone. Decepticons are not mimics.
See you
must-
tomorrow. I will kill you. Do it
I
to the
must
death.
consult
I'll kill your
all
mother.
of the evidence
Your mother's
as
a mimic.
presented and come to a fair, unbiased, and
I'm going to get a hot
determinate
dog. Anyone want a hot dog?
decision.
Want a glizzy?
Yes,
Ooh, I'd like one. Thanks.
easy
Two
mustard
glizzies, please.
relish.
3 glizzies.
The dice have done many things. They have sealed fates. They have saved souls. They have relinquished good doers to the heavens and consulted the damned to hell. They have dented my drawers, damaged many tables, hidden in places conspicuous never to be found again, and on this day decided in favor that Transformers are mimics.
That
course.
is bullshit, Your Honor. Samuel Witwicky does not own a treasure chest.
We do not know what you're talking about, sir, and your pants are down.
You know what?
And I cut his
I'm taking
belt.
all these glizzies and I'm getting out of here. These are my glizzies.
Opponent to the call, I will
Oh.
say in defense
I was looking
of
forward to that.
In defense of the proposition, I have consulted Uncle Google under Rule 34 Transformers. They do, in fact, have chests.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is, as I say, beautiful chest. Love them. Mwah, beautiful. Romancing,
I don't know how you won that one, but I applaud you for doing it.
Robert wins everything.
Who do I cut now, yes?
That glizzy. He dropped them. Let's go.
Ooh, I love a good glizzy.
So am I the judge again? Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah. You are the judge again.
For the final question.
Well, back in the seat once again. Yes, once again I get to judge something. I love it. Tastes so good. It's Robert. Robert, calm down. Calm down. Go sit down. You won. Good job.
My
Done.
name?
My name is We know.
Robert!
We know. We know. And you did me proud, as always. As the judge, I think that the most important question, we started with something of utmost importance, avocados, and now something that every table must ask at the end of a session. Our final question of the day, very important one. We're all available for next week, right? Next session starts next week. Same time.
I rolled a
Okay.
10.
Well, then you said you were available, right?
I've got a thing, actually.
But you're supposed to be the proponent. Wait, Jeff,
Yeah, no,
were you?
I'm good for next week.
Okay, Jeff.
Are we doing Friday or Saturday next week? Or was it Sunday?
It's
We do
always
Sundays.
We
It's
always do
every,
Sundays.
It's
Sunday?
every
I mean,
Sunday.
Well, I don't know if
Except
I
for
could do
today,
Sunday.
Except for
we-
today, which is Saturday,
Which is Saturday,
because
yeah, so I
tomorrow
understand
Sunday
why
is
you'd
my
be
dad's
confused.
birthday.
Okay, so
I don't know if I could do Sunday, but I might be able to do Saturday. And if Ryan can't do it, should
Yeah,
we do maybe
so
the weekend after?
I mean that's we can do
Uh,
next
the
week.
week
Make sure-
after. No, the week after I've got my event running.
You've got another event.
You've got another
Wait,
one.
no, no. I have my event next weekend.
Wait,
actually.
okay, well...
The week
what-
after, I'm free.
well-
Okay, well, we always do Sunday.
We didn't
so-
play last week because you had an event.
No, that was
Well,
your
well-
birthday or whatever.
Oh,
My birthday was on a Wednesday.
No. Everybody was sick. We all had the mumps.
What?
Oh shit!
Ah.
No, that's right. We were sick because
That
we
we
had
did have the mumps.
we had battle. I had battle for the
What
ring.
about,
then
what
we
about
were
2 weeks
sick.
after that? Then
I'm
2
good
weeks.
for that.
That's in February.
Yeah, that's
Well,
way too long.
you-
I won't remember.
we can't.
Wait, I thought
anything.
wait next week
you're
from
right.
now or next week from
Wait, who
today
has
when
the
this.
session notes?
Hang on. Are we talking about today when we record or today when we release? I thought we were talking about today when we release.
No.
Hey, Tavern Goers. Thanks again for listening to Torchlit Tavern. You can follow us and interact with us on Twitter at Torchlit Tavern, or email us with any of your most pressing questions at torchlittavern@gmail.com. You can also find our entertainers on the streets of twitch.tv/torchlittavern, yelling obscenities at passersby. If you enjoyed our tale, you can tip your storytellers as you leave the tavern, which you can do via patreon.com/torchlittavern. Every little bit helps, and those who tip well and often can find themselves privy to an extra story or two, jokes, or maybe even a bit of hidden lore. Our story continues to grow all the time, and though we have no designs on a vast empire, your help is always appreciated.
Our theme music for this campaign was designed by the bard, Brett Eagleston. Get his music at bretteagleston.bandcamp.com or find links for all his projects by following Bread Eagles on Twitter. This episode was edited and produced by Jameson Oxford and Ryan Santos. Other music and sound effects are provided by Epidemic Sound with help from freesound.org.
And if you should find yourself surrounded by eager ears and attentive listeners, remember to tell good stories. I think the sad fact is I don't think anybody here made up a fake argument for most of that. I'm almost certain that was real.